And I've got you guys muted on my side, so whenever you want to Casper B in each other's ear and stuff, you're good. I remember this time of year from like in the high school football, you could never decide if you want sleeves, not sleeves. Then your alignments, you're stupid, you don't wear sleeves anyway.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here in Union High School in White River Valley. Remind participants in such data is a requirement to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and safe studying environment is a top priority for all Vermont's responsive activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. In violation, in the game and stands to result in being stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved, and have a great evening.
Do you want to pick up before national anthem or after, or do a little bit? Okay, so I'll go back and unmute you. You guys start whenever. Congratulations,
Good afternoon, Slater Nation. Welcome to Thomas LaPlaca Field. Today it's Slater's girls varsity soccer hosting the Wildcats from White River Valley Union High School. I'm Jack Adams. I'm here with Coach Craig Pettis. Craiger, another beautiful day.
It's a terrific day out here. You can't beat it at this time of year. It's sun shining, no breeze. It's a beautiful day to play soccer.
All gifts these days. Congratulations on a nice win earlier. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but we got to get that right off the top.
Thank you very much.
Nice we got it out a 1-0 win over Bellows Falls, the hated Terriers.
Yeah, they were 10-1-1 coming in, so that's
Not going home.
That's kind of a nice win. So
Beautiful. But so as we talk about the ladies, the soccer programs today, this is a first-time meeting between these two teams. White River Valley is a fairly new conglomeration of different schools: South Royalton, Whitcomb High School,
Rochester.
And so the Wildcats come in with a record of 9-4. Even with that record, I believe they're still 8th, I believe, in Division III.
Yeah, looking at their schedule, though, 2 of their losses have come to Windsor, who's undefeated, the #1 seed in Division III. They've got another loss to Montpelier, who's always perennially strong. That's a Division II team, and 1 loss to Springfield. But so they're playing quality opposition. That's obvious. So it should be a fairly good test for the Slaters today.
Talked with Coach Kim Prestridge. She was really happy they're coming in on a 7-game winning streak. That's a nice way to finish the season. This is actually their final regular season game today, which is kind of a little bit anomaly of the schedule. They get an extra week to rest, which at this point you take that.
Yeah, you would. It allows you to work on some stuff, getting ready for the playoffs, like penalty kicks and things like that. So it's actually a kind of a crazy thing to be playing your final game in October 11th.
And Coach said she didn't really have any injuries that they needed to recover from. Just nice to have that time, as you say, to set some stuff in, get kids rested up, and get ready for a nice playoff run.
Yeah, be ready to be fresh, right? Then it's just about cleaning up the stuff that you want to clean up and work on.
So the starting lineup for the Wildcats from White River Valley would be number 2, Macy Allen, number 7, Julia Bowman, number 8, Liberty Ballman, number 10, Mackenzie Vesper, number 11, Sarah Rule, number 12, Cassie Armstrong, number 13, Olivia Tuller, number 17, Amari Taylor, number 22, Anna Stone, number 23, Logan Scott, and number 26, Rihanna Young. A lot of seniors in that group for Coach Prestridge.
Yeah, the White River Valley Wildcats, I know throughout the winter in basketball, they have a strong program perennially. They had a pretty good softball program. I saw them a couple times last year. They number of good athletes out there.
And you think about those schools, Whitcomb always represented well, had good programs. Rochester often had good programs. So you take those schools and put them together for the numbers, and you get a good result.
Yeah, South Royalton, it's obvious the way they keep generating successful teams. They've got a good youth program going on.
And we'll talk about the Slaters. We're about to come up with the national anthem, so we'll talk about the Slaters just prior to the kickoff. But again, the success of that feeder program, how that helps you to build a program, and Coach Perry has a really nice program coming in, and now our national anthem. Have to give a shout out to Eric Ramey for doing a nice job of playing that recording of the national anthem to kick things off today.
Yeah, he was outstanding.
As always. So the Slaters come in. They lost, suffered a loss. They had won 9 straight, and then they lost to Brattleboro, Division I Brattleboro.
Yeah, I got to watch part of that game on the NFHS network. Reese Krautworth, who's a tremendous player for Brattleboro, she's just really tough. Fairhaven kind of really had no answer for her. They scored a goal early, and then had to play from behind after that. But then they came back and they played Stratton Mountain and won 6-2 the other day.
Yep.
So another great win. I think Leah Kretzler had 5 goals in that game again. So kind of the same name as recurring for the Slaters.
And they do what they do, and that's what I talked with Coach Perry prior to the game, and that's, they're just looking, they're expecting, both coaches talked about this game today being a really good matchup of very similar teams, with the exception being the experience of the seniors that White River Valley has, Fairhaven not having any seniors. Today would be a senior game if we had any seniors, but really looking for a good matchup of very similar teams. Coach Perry talked about looking for White River Valley to be feeding from the midfield. Talked about number 12, that's Cassie Armstrong, feeding her classmate Mackenzie Vesper. That's the real scoring combination that she's most concerned about. But when you have a defense like Coach Perry has.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, right? Going up against Fairhaven's back line, and even though they're young in age, like their experience, they play a lot older than they are. So trying to get it through Audrey Perry and Brianna Woods and Abby Brannick and Maya Stone, that's going to be a tough ask. But if that's the way you want to try to attack the Slaters, I think you may be in for a long day.
You introduced that back line for the Slaters. Sophia Russell in goal today. You've got Ari Pellerin in the midfield. You've got, this is Quinn Durfee with the ball, sends it forward to Leah Kretzer, really the scoring threat. Here come the Slaters. Durfee bringing up the right side, looking to get it into the middle, gets it over to.
Yeah, nice little pass back, play to feet there. I kind of like that.
That went into Ellie Merkel, number 6. We've also got number 12, who is Ada Muller over here on this near wing. And to finish that out is Bella Workman in the midfield for the Slater lineup. A group, like we say, there's no seniors, but they're an experienced group, have built through the season. You talked about that's the junior leadership in the defense. Here's Kretzer now getting a nice job with her back to goal. Nice little save by the goalie.
Very nice deflection. Kressler just hit it. She didn't really have much of an angle. She hit it hard, made the goalie make a play. She just tipped it over the top.
And anytime she's got the ball on her foot, it's a scoring
dangerous.
Opportunity. Close to 60 now?
Yeah, it's got to be close to 60. I think she has, no, it's got to be over that. I think it said she had 31 this season, and so that must make 66.
Wow.
I thought I read that in the paper.
Again, as a freshman, but
Yes.
again with the experience playing last year.
Yep.
Nice drive along the baseline. It's going to be knocked out of bounds for another corner for the Slaters.
Yeah, the Slaters tried to run a little two-person game down there on a short corner. I think this one they're going to try to maybe play into the middle. Give White River Valley something to think about as to what they want to do.
Kretzer again delivers this one to the near
near
post.
post.
There's going to be stuffed in. That's
it looked like Ellie.
Quinn Durfee had the first shot at it.
I think it was Ellie Merkel who actually knocked that in.
Yeah, Merkel was there to get the ball that came through. So right just off the bat, Coach Prestridge talked a little bit about that, how she was aware of that pressure from the Slater offense, and they were able to convert that, win the 2 corner kicks and convert on the second one. Nice job on the set play.
Yeah, the ball kind of snuck through the near post there, and then it just fell right to the middle. Like you said, Quinn Durfee maybe had a shot on it, but it just then fell right to Ellie Merkel, who just in the right spot right in front of net and was able to get it in behind the goalie.
Have a restart on the kickoff here for the Wildcats.
When Fairhaven's getting goals from other players besides Leah Kretzler, they're going to be really tough to beat.
But with her hand on that night, the great corner near post.
Yep.
Wildcats had 2 players there, weren't able to control that.
Yep. Fairhaven playing with some possession here. I kind of like this.
That's going to be sent out by number 26. That's Rihanna Young for the Wildcats. Brannick sends with the throw in from the sideline.
Yeah, ball defended there by Julia Bowen. Trying to mark up on Ada Muller.
And the Kretzer with a nice little touch gets that out to Ada Muller.
That ball was already out. Slaters are going to get another throw in.
And looking to get more pressure on the ball.
Yeah, I would have liked if maybe Ada would have turned and just let that go and run onto it, let it run right through.
Such a the play on that. I mean, the ball's coming right at you. The idea that I'm not going to stop it, I'm going to turn and run. That's a tough decision to ask a kid to make at any level, I think.
It is, especially if you don't know. Like, one of the things that you really try to do is communicate, because that player with their back to goal doesn't know if someone's right on them and whether they can turn and let it through. But so that's why communication is always really key on something like that.
I talked with Coach Prestridge of the Wildcats prior to the game, and I asked her, what's the biggest improvement you've seen with this seven win streak that you're on? What's been the biggest improvement? She talked about that communication, that trust with each other, and that communication. Here come the Wildcats. That's going to be steered away by Audrey Perry.
Yeah, attacking their number 8, Liberty Bowman. She had a nice run on, was looking for number 10, Mackenzie Vesper there in the middle, but it got broken up by the Slaters. Again, that's just kind of where they're really, really tough. I mean, obviously they're scoring goals going forward, but.
Swept away by Audrey Perry. Again.
Yep, just trying to leave some pressure. They'll give up a throw in there, down there deep.
Coach Perry talked about number 12, Cassie Armstrong, being that midfield threat, looking to distribute the ball. Throw into the Wildcats comes into number 23, Logan Scott. Yep. Sent back to the middle of the field.
Ellie Merkel's doing a good job pressuring there.
We talk about that back line and strong defense on the back line, but they really do defend well all over the field.
Yeah, they do. The active bodies in the middle. I know the last game that I was here, I really called out, their wing halfbacks. Right now, Quinn Derby's making a nice run down the side. Tried to play one into Ada, or not to Ada, excuse me, to Kretzler.
Yep.
To Kretzler, just couldn't get there.
Kretzler now with her back to the nice little
she plays
distribution
a nice ball.
out.
Yep, plays a nice ball behind. Kind of in the channel there.
Nice work by Durfee to maintain the ball there. Looks to send it in.
Yep, gets it over, ball just rolling into the near post. Picked up there by Rihanna Young.
And I suppose when you have a scorer like Kretzler, get the ball near the goal and let her do what she's going to do. Let what happens going to happen.
Well, I think that's just it, right? Like, she's so dangerous in so many places. You really just want to get the ball to her feet and let her make something happen.
And at this level, the opportunity, give the opportunity to the goalkeeper as many times as they can to spill the ball.
Absolutely, right. I'm one for let's make sure we get some good hard shots and put it on goal. They need to be quality shots, right? So, but if you can get in and get in front, and obviously, like, the difference being that Kretzler can just hit the ball and pass it into the corners. She's just so tough to defend.
Nice job by Durfee coming back to win that ball.
Yep, Kretzler was able to. They got some space. Playing it into Durfee. Kretzler now running down the middle at their back line.
Got
ball
Ada
played
Muller.
to the near post. Yeah, that's deflected away there. I can't pick up the number.
That was number 11. I do believe Mackenzie Vesper coming back to clear that back for now. Another corner for the Slaters.
Yeah.
But notice how quickly 3 Wildcats converged on Kretzler as she was driving down the middle.
Right, and I think you're better off to not take a chance and just clear it out and give yourself a chance to fight another day.
Another nice
ball coming into the near post. Yep. I think that was Brielle Woods who kind of got a chest on that and deflected it. Just ended up right to Young.
Ari Pellerin winning it back for the Slaters in the midfield.
Slaters looking to play a little more possession today.
Ooh, that was a great thought. That was a great see.
Yep.
Merkel saw that opportunity. Couldn't quite hit the pass though.
Yeah, as an offensive player, you got to work back to receive the ball. The ball's not going to get to you by accident. That's something that I kind of preach. I think sometimes we hope the ball's going to get through and we can just run onto it, but it's better to just maintain possession and
go get it.
Yep. Deflected out by number 20. That's not. It can't be Rihanna Young. I'm assuming I may have misspoken. The goalie may be number 17, Amari Taylor, and Rihanna Young, who's also listed as a goalie forward. So number 26 is the one who deflected that out of bounds.
It's Durfee again working up that right side. Fairhaven looks to be trying to test that right side.
Yeah, yep. They're giving them some space over there, and obviously, like, Quinn's doing a good job using the sideline as her friend, and there's going to be space to the outside.
Seems to have a little bit of a speed advantage too.
Yeah, definitely. A couple of substitutes coming in for the Slaters.
Here comes Allie Peterson, number 19, is going to take the spot for Muller.
Yeah, I believe number 16, Abby Young, coming in for Quinn Durfee.
So some changes up on the front line for Coach Perry. Throw in comes. It's going to be sent forward by the Wildcats out of bounds off the head of Maya Stone. And Wildcats quickly get the ball in, but that's going to go out of bounds. Throw in back to the Slaters.
Yeah, it really looks like White River Valley's trying to have bodies behind the ball. Right now, they've got 9 bodies behind the ball. Really look like they're only attacking with 2. It looks like a 4-4-2 formation, kind of standard.
Nice job setting the ball by Woods into midfield.
Yep. Maya Stone trying to hit it up the sideline, deflected it out of bounds over the touchline.
Workman with her head on that one for the Slaters. Sent forward by Woods, kind of an errant pass there.
Yeah, kind of went to the middle without really a purpose. Allie Peterson was over here on the side. The ball just didn't have the right angle.
Nice job by
yeah,
Muller.
that's a
Really
nice
nice
ball.
job.
Yeah, that's a nice ball played to Abby Young right there. Just couldn't control it and get it going forward.
Nice work by Muller to win it back first and then send the pass out.
Yep. I say Slaters are looking to play to feet a lot more today. It looks pretty sharp.
Back to Audrey Perry, sends it back forward to Workman. That's going to be intercepted.
Yep. Oh,
It's tripped on the ball.
yeah, a little stumble there by number 10, Vesper.
This is number 8. This is Liberty Ballman.
Yep, Maya Young dogging her. Great pressure. Don't let her turn. That's a great job. Just keep forcing them away from goal. That's a well-defended play. And then Kretzler comes back, wins the ball in the midfield, and played it out to Young, who just couldn't keep it over the sideline. Again, that's kind of where Fairhaven can get really dangerous, where if you allow Kretzler to win the ball, come back and win the ball, and start turning it the other way, the Slaters can attack.
And definitely looking to take advantage, I don't know if by plan or just by happenstance, to take advantage of that right side and really pushing that right side, the left side of the Wildcats defense. Nice job by Audrey Perry, turning the corner, gets that up to Young. Young picks her head up, sends the ball forward. Going to end up on Kretzler's feet again.
Yeah, that's such a heady play, to be able to know that you're going to have to play it off from your opponent's feet and just win it back instead of just, again, hoping the ball's going to get through.
Anticipating that rebound.
Yeah,
something you don't see a lot of freshmen do. You don't see a lot of seniors do.
No, that was a nice play to step up there by number 23, Logan Scott, for the Wildcats. Kind of stepped up and really took charge there, turned it around.
Nice job.
Ellie Merkel looking for a wide option. Oh, she does. She gets to play it over the top. Allie Peterson working down that left side. Just continues to work. And she ends up getting it deflected out for a corner.
Nice job by Peterson out here on this left-hand side.
Yeah, it started out with a great ball by Merkel, who got to play it over the top. And then Peterson just kept running onto it. Slaters may look to do something short again. Yeah, Wildcats aren't defending it. They're letting Brielle Woods come in. Kind of playing a little two-person game.
Cleared out again, and that's going to be another corner for the Slaters.
Yeah, you see what they're trying to do there. If they want to run that, you saw the defenders coming from the near post trying to pick that up and defend. If you can do that and then play it back in, there's space for the Slaters to attack right in front of net.
Create that opening that you're looking for.
Yep.
Nice ball right into the middle.
Great ball in. White River Valley doesn't do a good job on the original clearance, but they end up getting it out.
This is Liberty Ballman bringing the ball up. Nice job.
Yeah, Wildcats got some numbers forward, but Slaters got back behind the ball.
Nice recovery by the Slater defense.
Yep.
Ballman now on the ball.
Kind of some miscommunication. No one for the Slaters stepped to the ball there between Stone, Pellerin, or Perry there.
Nice move by Abby Young to keep the ball for the Slaters.
Yeah, I really like the way Abby Young and Allie Peterson play. They just keep their feet moving, keep going forward. Good challenge there by Bella Workman.
Nice ball through.
Yep, Russell's going to come clean that up.
And that was what Coach Prestridge talked about, number 12, Cassie Armstrong, looking to make that feed to her two forwards.
Yeah, it was a nice distribution. Just wasn't the perfect weight. The ball needed to be just played off a little bit. A little too firm. Another Slater substitute coming in. Can't pick up the number.
It's Bella Workman that went out. That's number 18 is Ruby Little coming in for the Slaters.
Freshman, yep. Again, more youth for the Slaters.
It's a nice battle here between Armstrong and Leah Kretzer. Nice job there by Audrey Perry to corral that one. Back on Armstrong's foot, looking to distribute out.
Yeah, White River Valley's got 4 players forward now. That midfield line has kind of stepped up a little bit, trying to play one through. Oh, that's a great ball in. They kind of split the center backs. But
Nice touch from Mackenzie Vesper over to number 8, Liberty Bowman. Bowman wasn't able to get it on her foot to get the shot off.
Right. Well, I think part of that is that, you know, the defender back there, it's who? It's Audrey Perry, who, you know, who just, she's so heady and so smart and yet so athletic. So when you try to play a ball in behind her, she can make up for speed. Verhaven's playing one wide down the wing. Kretzler's now there. Oh, she continued through.
Off the defender's foot. Nice little cross. Amari Taylor gets a hand on that one, gathers it in for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Allie Peterson was sitting there at the back post kind of hoping that ball was going to get through. That's a great run by Kretzler and a good run by Peterson to get up there and be in position.
Just a little thing by the Wildcats defense on that. The defender wasn't running.
Oh, that's a terrific ball there by Merkel.
Kretzer was trying to get ahead of the play, but the defender held up and kept her to force to keep her from going on sides.
Yep.
And really nice job. So that ball was a nice ball from Abby Young, but Kretzer wasn't able to get it because of a nice heady play by the defender there. Here comes Vesper for the Wildcats, being defended by Abby Brannick. Nice ball back. Gets it back to Vesper.
Yeah, they played it into the middle there to Morgan Karen, who's into the game for the Wildcats now. Slaters win a throw in.
Coach Perry's going to change up that front line again. Quinn Durfee and Ada Muller coming back in. Nice work again by Peterson and Abby Young.
Yeah, really, it almost looks like the Slaters are playing kind of a 4-1-4-1, just with Kretzler playing up top and then playing 4 across that attacking midfield line.
Ellie Merkel took that little half volley off the side of her head, deflected it out of bounds. Says she's okay.
Thankfully for that.
Yeah, it was just, luckily it was just a little half volley on the ball in the air. Well, not a lot of force behind it, but still took it right inside of the head.
Yep. River Valley doing a really good job trying to clog the middle up there.
Durfee a little bit of a miss hit there. Fights back to get the ball back though. Looks to turn the corner, brings it out that right side, sends it forward.
Yeah, she's doing a good job playing that wide to let Kretzler get into that wide space. You can't always play the ball through the middle and have it get through. So when you want to play it forward, if you play it out wide, because obviously the defense is going to sag toward the middle, and with Kretzler with her speed is able to get to that space.
And then her ability to then distribute that, if you got another Slater coming up the offside, she's going to be able to get that ball, switch the field. This is a nice ball here.
Oh, that's a great ball in. Ada Muller bringing it back. Oh, kind of tried to sneak it near post. Maybe she could have brought that back, tried to play it a little more toward the far post. That was a great ball distributed there, and Muller just ran onto it in a great space.
It's going to be trapped down by Muller in the midfield.
Yep. Yeah, and Ruby Little there, yeah, she did a great job stepping up to the ball. See in here, Slaters are in good position, just sound defensive position.
Nice ball. Again, like different than I think we saw them. They're really looking to play to feet here.
Yeah, they are.
Looking to make some
a lot more possession than that game.
Nice
that
ball,
game against Woodstock.
Nice
that's a great wall pass transition. Slaters have a couple of bodies in the box. They get it to Kretzler right in front. Oh, and it's deflected out by Young.
Again, that ability to, with her back to the goal, settle it to her feet, turn around and get that shot off.
Or excuse me, Taylor. I'm sorry, that's Taylor in net. But yeah, that's
made a really nice save on that because it was a point blank shot.
Yeah, that was a great wall pass combination. They played the ball in the middle and then again back out wide into that open space, and then they got to play it into Kretzler, who had a quick shot and it was deflected. Brielle Woods gets a touch on that at the near post. Ball just trickles wide.
Didn't get good contact on that. I think it was going to go wide anyway.
No, and White River Valley had the near post kind of covered there. They had 3 or 4 bodies. That would have been a tough one to sneak in.
So Slater scored on a corner for the opening goal of the game, the only goal of the game so far.
Yeah, just in the first couple of minutes. The Ravens had the better possession, I think. And again, I think if you look at the way they're playing today versus how they played against at least that Woodstock team that I was here for, they're possessing the ball and playing to feed a lot more. It looks really sharp today. See, and there's Ellie Merkel, not worried about it. Yep.
Nope. Really good, really solid job again, defending in the midfield,
Yep.
winning the ball back, turning her back.
Yep, and she touched it away from pressure and got something going. See, and that's well played there.
Nice job by
that Slater
Audrey.
defense. Yep. Well, you know, it started with Audrey calling for it, and then Abby Brannick was just able to get wide and gave her a nice wide option to be able to pass to, and the Slaters tried to move it up the field.
A little pinball action there. Number 15
Yep.
is Ari Pellerin.
See, and this is
controlling
why
the ball in the middle field.
Yeah, see, and I think the Slaters would do much better to take it out wide because, again, I think White River Valley is really centralized in the center of the
A little
pitch.
misplay there by Brianna
Yep.
Woods.
Yeah, but see, just well done and well communicated. And the Slaters kind of play it around the back there. Get to switch the field. That's just so well done.
Just poise.
Yeah, so well done, right? Those two junior center backs are playing back there, and they played it away from the pressure. Were able to get it out wide. Slaters are back ready to defend again.
There's Armstrong again, gets it into the midfield. It's going to be a nice step to the ball there by Woods. Armstrong.
Yeah, he's doing
Being
a great
pestered
job.
there by Muller. Yep.
That's a strong play by her with her back to the basket. She got around Pellerin.
Chips in a little shot. Tough ball to handle.
Yeah.
Russell did a nice job smothering it.
Yeah, on the short hop, but that shot comes from probably about 20 to 25 yards out again. Like all shots aren't equal. You know, you can have some in tight, and you can have those from 25 where there was no one really to follow that up. Slaters are playing that ball wide out there into that space on the flank again.
Nice ball. Durfee couldn't quite catch up to it, though. Nice ball laid out there to the right side.
Yep. Yeah, no, the Slaters are really looking to attack that flank, I think.
And I assume they saw something on the tape. They saw a player there. That again, Durfee has the speed advantage that she's shown so far.
Yeah, and I think when a team is set up defensively the way that they are, and the way White River Valley is, right? There's all those bodies in the middle. So where are they trying to? They're trying to take the middle away.
Oh, nice ball. Kretzer takes that right off the foot of the defender.
Right, so there's always space out wide. See, and this is just where Kretzler's so good. She rolls one to the far post. The only problem with that was, and it's no fault of Kretzler's, was that she just turned that around so quickly. And again, I think that formation they're playing, it kind of looks like a 4-1-4-1, was that it's got to be a midfielder who's running up. And at that point, it was Quinn Durfee, who just couldn't get there.
Couldn't catch up with the play.
Yeah. Kretzler made a great ball, and again, like she put the ball where she needed to. She put it across the front of net to the far post, and was just hoping someone could run onto it.
And the beauty of that, where she was the only one to get into that ball.
Yes, absolutely, right? She played it out away from the goalie, so that way the goalie didn't have a chance at taking it away. Take the most dangerous player out of that play.
Nice job by Pellerin.
Yep, playing with her back to C, and the Slaters are playing it back out wide to that flank, and now they're running at it again. This is one where I really see Ada Muller get to the far post. Kretzler with a nice shot. Ball's deflected there. I think that was by, can't tell the
Maybe
number.
23, Logan Scott.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice job. Ruby Little's putting in some good time here today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's something that is Coach Perry, you know, she can get these younger kids in. Again, I say, you know, she's only a freshman, but these kids are all getting more experience, right? You can keep those live, fresh bodies out there. You know, that's only going to do them better. It keeps your other players fresh. That's a great turn by Ada Muller, taking it down the left flank. Challenge there by.
Nice job gathering the ball,
Yep.
sends it right into the middle.
Oh,
Pellerin
Pellerin
closing on that.
steps to it. Oh,
nice
she sneaks
ball
it
with
into the
left
far
footer.
post.
Surprised yourself on that one. Excellent goal. Nice job. Great job. The work done here up the side by Ada Muller to keep that ball from the end line circled back around, sent it into the middle, kind of a free ball. Nice job by Ari Peller and step into that with the left foot.
Yeah, and that's all you need to do. Actually, you know, when you're attacking goal, the easiest way to score is be running onto the ball straight on. And Ari Pellerin did a nice job, and all she tried to do was just redirect it. Right? She just had to redirect it, and the ball just kind of snuck in around Taylor and just kind of curled into that corner.
Very nice. So that puts the Slaters up now 2-0 with 17.5 to go here in the first half. Here comes the Slater offense again.
Oh, yeah, Quinn Durfee
nice.
just working hard. They
Here,
turned into a foot race with Kretzler.
And that's going to go just wide.
The goalie did a great job coming out, forcing her to do something with it early, and she just had to try to touch it by, and it just barely snuck wide.
That was a nice job by Taylor. She had to commit, and she did commit.
She did. She did. You've got to, I mean, again, especially with someone who's as dangerous as Kretzler, you have to come out, and if you give her a chance, come out, be big, take away all the angles.
She went halfway on that. That's gonna be a goal most likely.
It could be. It very well could be. But you know, the more you come out, you know, you cut off the angles, and Kretzler just barely played it wide.
Nice job by Bella Workman getting it up the left-hand side here now for the Slaters. Results in a throw-in.
Yep. Peterson and Young checking back in the game for the Slaters.
And neither of them have been on the score sheet, but have very much been involved in the 2 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Slater surrounding it there in the corner.
Peterson looks to send it in. That's going to be wisely cleared
I think that may
by
end up
number
being
23, Logan
yeah,
Scott.
I think that's going to end up being a corner. I think it went over the end line.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. Slater's running Brielle Woods up into the mix there.
Kretzer here to take the corner for the Slaters as she's taken all of them so far. Nice ball right into the middle.
Yeah, right to the penalty spot. Brielle Woods
Won
plays
by
it back
Woods,
out.
nice job.
Yeah, this is going back to the, oh, she snuck it near post.
Nice little near
yeah,
post, and
and again, to what you said, give her a chance to spill it. And who was right there for the Slaters in case she did even more was Allie Peterson. Again, just keeps her feet moving. I enjoy watching the way that she just continues to play. Nice strong play by Brielle Woods right there. Slaters are able to get it around that press.
Nice touch by Stone, gets it back onto the foot of Muller. And here come the Slaters again. Abby Young up that right side.
Yep.
Anna Stone and Young battling for the ball over there.
Yeah.
Substitution in for the Wildcats is number 7, Julia Bowen, back in.
Yeah, the Wildcats are scrappy, and you can see why they've won 7 games in a row. Like, they're really set up to play well. It's just that right now for Haven with that dynamic offense is really good. But again, like, I think if you're going to try to attack for Haven, you're better off to try to attack them with possession instead of trying to just kind of play it long and go against that back line of the Slaters.
And as you say that, here's Crossman sending it up for Vesper. Nice touch there. Gets it over to number 14 is Madeline
Ari
Sellers.
Peller makes a great recovery run back to pick up that mark. And again, that's another shot from about 25 yards out that just goes wide.
Yep.
Again, you're kind of okay giving those up as long as they don't get tucked in the corner, but those are really difficult. But it was a great recovery run by Ari Pellerin to get back and mark up in the middle there.
Audrey Perry sends it back in, settled there by Peterson.
Who
Gets it back on the foot of Armstrong.
Peterson did a great job getting in front of number 3 there, Ella LaFramboise. Trying to touch it first. Brielle Woods.
Vesper looking to run onto it.
Yep.
Woods is going to gather it. He's
Yep.
going to send it over the end line. That'll be a corner for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Woods looks like she may be tired. I think she's asking for a sub here. Hopefully she's
Now asking emphatically for a sub here.
yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't have a little knock or something like that. So
I know she was up involved earlier, you know, in the corner kicks that were happening. She's been playing the full length of the field.
Yeah. And there she is, just winning another ball.
Sends that back. We'll repeat the corner kick. Coach Pressure switches this up. This is going to be Armstrong to take this one. Nice ball right on the dot.
Gets into the penalty spot.
Job by Peterson closing on the ball there.
Yeah,
Gets it, backs out. Nice
little
chip
ball.
shot. That's a nice little ball.
Yeah, that is. See, that's one where the ball got played out to number 12. For Haven, number 12, that's Cassie Armstrong, right? They didn't have a lot of pressure on that ball when it came out, and she was able. So again, some of those shots from distance, right? You've got to be able to get it up over the top and get it into the get it over into the corner. Russell got a hand on it.
I think she got her fingertips on it.
She did. She just couldn't stop it. Again, like you're okay sometimes giving those. It's a lot better if you can have pressure on it. But the Wildcats get one back here with 12:39 left in the first half.
Yeah, Armstrong was able to put the nice little touch on that little chip.
Yeah, just kind of floated over the top. There's Peterson. Yep.
Gonna win that
what
ball.
A great run. What a great run.
Just a hustle play all the way. Nice cross to the middle there. That's going to go out of bounds off of Bella Workman.
Yep. Did a good job closing out there.
Again, here comes Armstrong looking to feed Vesper. Nice recovery. Here comes Maya Stone closing hard. Nice job by Audrey Perry to get the ball. Sends it forward. It's going to be trapped down by Julia Bowman. Hassled by Muller in the midfield. Going to get it out to Ada Young, and here come the Slaters up that right-hand side again.
Yeah, it looks like the Slaters put number 18, Ruby Little, in. They kind of
Abby Young. I apologize.
Yeah, it looks like the Slaters put in Ruby Little for Woods. Who's kind of struggling there, as we saw. They kind of shifted their back line around. Maya Stone's come over to the left. Ball gets played in front of Kretzler. It just falls to the Wildcat player's feet. Stone looks to get it, redistributes. That's a nice ball out. Not a lot of pressure there on Peterson. Let's see what she's going to do. She's just going to try to
get the corner.
she's
nice
going
ball.
She's going to look to just try to go by. That's what she always does.
Vesper and Stone having a battle here on this left side now. Nice job by Ari Pellerin to recover.
And a great
Workman
double
steps
team
in.
tackle by Bella Workman right there.
Sends it forward to Peterson. Peterson's going to send it long to see if Kretzer can run onto this one. It's going to come right back to her again.
Yeah,
a little bit of a mishit there, but gets it out to the right-hand side.
Oh, that's trouble. I'm not sure whether that was an intentional pass. Obviously, the official didn't rule it that way. Ellie Merkel's done a great job in that center midfield, kind of distributing and rolling the ball to those places wide, kind of moving the ball on the ground for the Slaters, and in possession trying to get forward.
Comes that front line switch again of Muller and Durfee in, Young and Peterson out. And so with just over 10 minutes left to go in the first half, Slaters were up 2-0. Wildcats came back and scored a nice goal on a nice little chip shot.
Yeah, off from a corner. The Slaters couldn't clear a couple of times, and it kind of allowed White River Valley to get a shot, and the girl just tucked it in the top corner. It was a great goal by number 12, Cassie Armstrong.
It's a nice battle going on in the midfield there between Muller and Armstrong. It's number 5 is Alita Rodriguez looking to center that. That goes off of Stone. It's going to be a corner now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the Slaters had problems on those last couple of corners. They couldn't clear their lines and get the ball out. There's another nice ball in. Ball gets all the way through, gets all the way over to the far post, collected there by number 8, Liberty Bowman. Yep. All right, Slaters kind of alleviate some pressure. Ball gets deflected out off Bowman. Slaters are going to get a throw in here.
definitely more pressure now, more balls, more action in this end of the field, the attacking end for the Wildcats in the past few minutes.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job. They're doing a really good job. Again, I think sometimes it's when they can play possession and try to get around. If they want to try to play, and it looks like their midfield is pushing up when they want to attack. Early on, it looked like they were just attacking with those front two.
And when you've got 12 seniors on your roster, you've got that group with the experience.
Yep.
Again, this team has been successful. They've, on, as I say, a 7-game win streak. They've been successful of late as well. They're not going to just fold up their tent.
Yeah, and Abby Brannick did a great job. They're dogging that ball and actually winning a throw-in for the Slaters.
Here's Armstrong again, gets it to number 23. That's Logan Scott, sends it forward. Nice job by Brannick, stepping to that ball.
Yeah, it's been a relatively clean game. Not a lot of whistles
Nope.
here from the officials. Both teams are just playing some good soccer. The ball gets played into Bowman again. Brannick does a nice job of just playing it wide. Quinn Durfee couldn't quite get to it. So they just have a chance to mark up.
Brannick volleys that one in the air.
Yeah. Ellie Merkel does a nice job
Armstrong
just running
looking
onto
to get that
ball.
one on her foot again.
Yep.
Nice job by Merkel to beat her to the ball. Nice touch by Stone. Nice touch by Muller. Here comes
Merkel, who's trying to distribute. Yeah, just couldn't quite. I think the avenue for that pass was blocked off there. Couldn't really find Kretzler.
And here comes Armstrong again, gets it through. Oh, that looked like it had the near post.
Yep, just wide. Just
Vesper
wide.
again. And again, that's what Coach Prestridge and Coach Perry talked about. Armstrong getting the feed to Vesper. That's a combination. They're two seniors that have played together for a lot.
Yeah, and she was just hanging on the back line there and timed her run well. Got into a space where she was able to get a shot off. Kretzler was kind of cheating over to Muller's side. Muller played it back to the center.
Picked that off the foot of Sarah Rule to get the ball back for the Slaters.
Yeah, see here, White River Valley has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bodies back. Fairhaven's got 3 going forward. Kind of a little bit of a gap here. Fairhaven can step up. They might be able to get
Nice job by Quinn Durfee to win that ball.
Yep, just Kretzler in the middle, that's it.
Frequently, that's enough.
Frequently it is, but right now the Slaters are kind of struggling once they get it up there to do something else dangerous with it. Kind of that spacing in between that attacking midfield line and Kretzler, kind of leaving some space. And White River Valley's doing a good job of cleaning it up in that third, the top of that final third, and being able to turn it around.
As you said in that early play, the Slaters were making many more possession passes. Now they look to be more trying to just get the front end.
A little bit. I think some of that they may be a bit tired. Obviously, like Brielle Woods had to come out. But they're working hard, and White River Valley's they're doing a good job. That's a beautiful ball rolled out to the corner.
Nice job by Brannick to turn that away.
Yep. Oh, Quinn Durfee never shies away from contact. Continues, makes a nice run again, kind of plays it in the middle, but see, it's that space in between where that midfield line is and where Kretzler is.
Attempted a give and go there from Vesper, coming back to number 5, Rodriguez. Couldn't quite connect on it.
See, Muller does it. Oh, she did a great job
Nice
there,
job by the
turning and getting herself turned back around, headed back toward goal.
Looking to send Kretzler long.
Yeah, a lot of times when you can play and you want to play through Kretzler, something like that. See, and Muller was going to had a nice run right there where if you're going to play off from Kretzler, you need someone to overlap and then get forward and run off from her.
As they've been doing on the right side, just not as able to put that together as consistently here on the left side.
That's a nice ball into Merkel from Kretzler, who's trying to skip it and go back. She now reverses it. Kretzler with back to goal. And they're just not able to find too many passes. But if you look around Kretzler right now, they're 1, 2, 3 bodies.
Yep.
So really tough for her. They're doing a great job finding her in the middle.
Little heavy touch there by Ari Powell in the midfield. Gets it back on Armstrong's foot. She's got it out to number 26 is Rihanna Young.
Yep.
Audrey Perry's going to take care of that one.
She's able to turn it around. Wins the Slaters a throw in. I'm beginning to think Brielle Woods may have an issue. She hasn't come back in the game yet.
So it's still Ruby Little back with the other three on the back line at this point.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, although the Slater defense is still nice and strong, it's just one where, when you lose one of those center backs to the experience, there's Kretzler. Yep, and she can just stride by.
Oh, tried to go to that far post again. Couldn't quite get it quite out of Taylor's reach.
Yeah, kind of scuffed it a little bit. I mean, again, that's a nice ball. She played it back across, tried to play it back across to the far post. But again, the Slaters are really attacking one on 4 right there.
And again, she turned that around so quickly that
Yes.
it didn't give Durfee and Muller a chance to catch up. But she just makes the play happen so fast, and then her own speed, she just sprints to the ball, closes so fast.
Yeah, no. She made a nice touch by. She got by number 2 Macy Allen right there, and got the ball onto her left foot. Just wasn't able to convert it. Muller with a good challenge there. Number 5, Alita Rodriguez for the Wildcats.
So we're just down to 2 minutes left to go in the first half of what's been a very entertaining, well-played game. Very few whistles. Both teams playing good, solid defense.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a whistle. Aside from a goal,
might have been an opportunity to have one there.
Yeah, maybe.
That was just, I believe, an incidental contact.
Yeah. Shoulder to shoulder.
Merkel, who's been working doggedly in that midfield all day, as has Ari Pellerin. Stone with a nice
and
touch.
Bella Workman, they're now going to play it out wide here to Muller. Oh, she
stepped on the ball.
Stepped on the ball, unfortunately.
Nice move.
But turns it
Heads
around.
Up. Sends that in. Kretzer can't quite settle that onto her foot.
Oh, now the Slaters are stepping up. 3 of them there, though, in a spot. Need to kind of spread out, give them
nice ball out to Durfee out on the right side. Boom, she's going to lower her shoulder.
Yep, that's one.
Yep.
There that is. Again, Quinn Durfee doesn't shy away from contact very often.
I think, I don't know if that was just expecting that shoulder-to-shoulder contact, and she just won that one.
Yeah. I think she extended it.
Yeah.
We have the same view as this official. That when it looks that bad, you kind of really have to whistle there. But the Slaters had actually gotten numbers for it. If that foul hadn't have happened, they had numbers for it. It looked like they had a really good chance coming. 35 seconds left in the half here.
Pellerin is going to send that into touch. Be a throw for the Wildcats with 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. Brannick's going to chase that down. It's going to be one back that comes back to Vesper in the middle. But Maya Stone gets a nice touch on it. Sends it up to Muller.
10 seconds left.
And that brings the first half to a close. Entertaining, well-played game.
Yeah, the Slaters got that one quick goal off the corner. Again, I think the ball just kind of snuck by the near post and it fell right to Merkel. And then coming back on that last goal, again, Fairhaven couldn't clear their lines off from the corner and allowed White River Valley to get one back on just a little chip shot over the top into that far corner. So I think if you're looking at, how both teams, they kind of have to be satisfied with how they played. White River Valley, after getting down 2-0, while they're being outshot 9-4, they've had a couple of good chances, and later in the half they had some fairly sustained good possession down that way, trying to attack Russell and the Slaters. But again, like the Slaters are just always so dangerous when they go forward. You kind of have to make sure you have bodies back.
And so solid on the defense, even with all that pressure. Again, a number of white jerseys in the offensive end, but just the positioning, the communication, the work of that Slater back line, they really haven't had a lot of good quality chances, the Wildcats.
No, I think just that one that I think it was number 12, Cassie Armstrong, had here that went to the near post. When they kind of snuck it through, she played the ball. She kind of had that run. But again, the Slaters had really only given up that near post, and it was a tough angle for her to be able to do anything with.
So we're coming down. This is, as I said, a strange kind of schedule quirk that this is the final game of the regular season for the Wildcats. Slaters are heading into, as Coach Perry talked about, they've got a tough row coming up. They've got Windsor, who's been undefeated for 2 years now, top team certainly in the division, looking to wrap things up. Heading into the playoff season, was able to watch the boys play last night. The boys had a tough game against Rutland last night, played them very well, defended. I don't know if you got a chance to see it or not.
I was watching. I watched some of it. We had practice, and then I went home and was watching some of it before the football game started. I'll admit I turned and tried to watch my nephew's coach for the football team. But I did watch. The Slaters were down 2-0 as I was watching the game. They defended them hard.
Yep.
Fairhaven tried to. It looked like they were playing the way they needed to. The boys were. They were trying to sit back, let Rutland have some possession in the midfield, and try to just stay really compact and be tough to play through.
And defended solid all over the field.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But Rutland's, former Fairhaven player is one of their coaches.
Nolan Link is the head coach now. Fine quality young man.
Yeah,
He's got some. His team looked really solid. I was able to see him after the game and compliment him on how well his team. A lot of nice, pass combinations. Through 4 quality goals. I mean, the Slaters gave up 4 goals.
Yeah.
You look at that, you think but that didn't really indicate how well the Slaters did defend. The 4 goals that they gave up were all quality goals, very good strikes.
Yeah, they looked very organized while they were playing again. Like Fairhaven sat back and played a little bit, tried to pack it in and maybe park the bus. But Rutland was very organized, was able to move the ball around, and they looked very strong. And obviously, they should be getting a home game, I believe.
Coach Link, Nolan Link, said they have a shot at being the 4.
Yeah, so they could potentially
get 2.
They could get 2 home games. So a quality game against a good quality Division I opponent.
Yep.
Get you better for the playoffs. I know Coach Dayton. He and I talked. We talked earlier this week and said, they know that they're playing a really tough schedule, and it's only going to get them better. And again, they're also on the younger side too, right?
Yep.
They lost a lot of experience last year, so they're not going to be they're not going to be as young as they started the season when the playoffs come around in another week.
And their defense is the strength of their program.
Yep.
Max Carabino is very solid in the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The defensive back line is very solid.
Yeah, obviously.
And they're just looking to get those scoring combinations. They haven't found that link to connect things together. I talked with Coach Dayton a couple weeks ago. He said we're like a pass away from that last pass to get the goal.
Yeah, and obviously, right, they can play Shane Rates up top, who's just really, really fast.
Yep.
And they have opportunities, but they just need to be able to connect and find those last little passes to be able to get yourself in. And then when you get the ball in front of net, I mean, the difference between Leah Kretzler and everyone else is we're watching in this game is generally she can finish, and they just need to stay composed on the ball and finish.
Yep. Again, the boys played a very solid game, defended really well. And another thing, you're playing a Division I team, and Rutland sends 3 kids on, and 3 kids come off, and then they send 3 more kids on, and the ability to have that depth in your bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, if you're running those athletes out there, it's just it's hard when you're a smaller school. You're not going to have that same number of quality, physically athletic players that the Division I kids do. It's just the way it is.
Fairhaven, the football team went to North Country last night. Always an enjoyable time going to North Country.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm glad I didn't have to make that trip though. But no, they played very well, especially in the their defense was tremendous. I was listening to the commentary on the NSN network, and they were talking about the North Country offense and all of the things that they were doing. But I think when you turn around and looked at it, right, the Slater defense was tremendous yesterday. They played a great game, and then I think they did figure it out at the end that Fairhaven just wore down North Country's line on both sides of the ball. And they were, in the second half, it really turned into the Slaters kind of doing what they wanted, and they were just, I think, a little more physical than the Falcons were.
Final score ended up being 35-0, but it was 6-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
Slater scored in the last minute of the first half to break the ice.
Yeah,
but they have the weapons. They have so many weapons. Sam Cahill, Cody Adams, so many different things you can do at quarterback.
Yeah, and I think if you look at it, right, the Slaters, they punted it away with whatever it was, 1:10 left, right? And then it was the next play, a play or two later, right? Sam Cahill gets an interception. They run it down to the 5-yard line. The Slaters punch it in, right? So, again, talk about the Slater defense playing very well the entire game. That really turned it around for them to go in, right, to go in the half with some positive momentum and get some points on the board.
So they've got 2 more games. They go to U32. And then they'll be here for the final home regular season home football game. It'll be a Thursday night game. But the big game of the weekend happened earlier today here at Fairhaven High School. An excellent, really gutty 1-0 win by the field hockey team. Again, congratulations, Coach. Just how hard your team plays, how well they communicate with each other. That BF team was a good team.
Yeah, that BF team was 10-1-1 coming in. We were 4-7, and we had lost 4 in a row. But we play a tough schedule. I'll continue to say that we play a really, really tough schedule. We played Otter Valley, we played Woodstock, we played Windsor. Those are the teams that are at the top of Division II and Division III, and Bellows Falls was right up there, and we've been competitive with just about everybody we played. I think Otter Valley is a tough matchup for us. They are just so fast going forward. Bellows Falls maybe wasn't as fast going forward today. Bellows Falls' one loss coming into our game today was to Otter Valley. They lost 5-2. We knew, then again, I'm going to continue to say this. We know that we're going to win games 1-0, 2-1. So if we can hold teams out of the net, we have a chance. And it was a great win for us. Prophetically, I guess I'm going to say, I had actually, when we started the second quarter, we got a great goal from Quinn Murphy today, right? Brand new field hockey player. Has only been playing since August 14th as a sophomore, but she's been such a huge boon for us. She's athletic going forward. She keeps her feet moving. And she's just a heady player for someone who hasn't played field hockey. We got a nice ball played into her from Riley Babby, and Quinn just won the ball in the circle. She ended up getting a shot off, got the ball behind the goalie, and then knocked it in. So it was a great win for us. Again, I can't tell you.
And then clamping down the defense. Once that goal was in, clamping down the defense. BF had a number of players who could handle the ball very well. Again, they connected with each other very well.
Yeah.
But it seemed like your defenders were always in a position, whether it be out in the midfield. You mentioned Quinn Murphy. I was watching her come halfway across, maintain a great defensive position. That game is so difficult to not get a whistle blown, not touch, not reaching in with the stick, whatever those whistles might be.
Yeah.
But just a number of players just solidly into great defensive position. And really, again, quality, great win.
When we are organized defensively, and I know I called it out in the paper the other day, Maddie Hayes is tremendous for us as our center defensive mid. Today, actually, and I'm going to say this, I think she's such a super kid, and she's so underrated. Chloe Marsden played a terrific game for us today as one of our marking backs. She was just outstanding. Won every ball, got the ball on her stick, and was able to alleviate a lot of pressure. She's just a super young athlete who I'm really proud that I can call her out. But the other thing that I have to say, and I don't know whether nobody knows, I kind of announced it to the team today. I don't think anybody knew it going in. So, and then let's talk about the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the end of the day, it comes down that Tori Kelly in the goal.
She was
just solid.
And I will say this, nobody knew it. I did going into today. Today was her 20th career shutout.
Oh, awesome.
20th career shutout. So that's just tremendous. I joked with our players. I don't know that our program had 20 shutouts before she started. I mean, certainly in the last 20 years, you can't say that Fairhaven's had 20 shutouts. But that speaks to the whole defense. So that's not just on Tori Kelly, right?
Right.
That's our total. And again, we're set up to play that way. But it just says the quality of goalie she is, and she made 2 spectacular saves today that really saved our bacon. There was one that got through her, but again, I'm going to say this: Chloe Marsden pulled it off
And
the
swept
line,
off the line,
pulled
yep.
it off the line for us, and it's just good team defense. So when we play that way, we can be really tough.
Well, good luck again. Great win this morning. Good luck the rest of the way. I know you're getting ready to look at your playoff matchups and where you're headed there. Where are you guys looking?
We could either end up the 6 or the 5. There are a lot of pieces that are still in play. Honestly, for us, you know, we have senior day coming up on Tuesday. We play Rutland, and that's a game that I think that we have a good opportunity. Looks like we have a goalie change in the back here for the Slaters. Looks like, is that Mariah Haley coming in to play goalie? Mariah Haley, I'm sorry. I believe she's normally their backup goalkeeper, but it looks like they're making a change in goalkeeper. But yeah, so we have senior day on Tuesday. We play Rutland. That's a game that could be a really good game for us. It's a big game for us. And then we play Hartford next Saturday, which Hartford's another big game and another quality program. I can't tell you the last time for Haven beat Bellows Falls. I can't tell you the last time for Haven beat Hartford, but we have an opportunity for that next week, and we're looking forward to a chance to, you know, play a good quality team.
Well, good luck with that, and good luck the rest of the way out. Again, you work hard, your team works hard, and they're fun to watch.
They play hard. I'll say that. If we can move our feet a little more, you hear me
Nice
cheering
little
them
give
on.
there by Kretzer. It sends it up to Muller. Can't quite complete on that.
Yep.
As I'm looking across the way, I did see Coach Perry patting Sophia Russell on the back. I see we had talked about Brianna Woods is still over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, so
was patting Russell on the back. So that would bring it, Mariah Haley, a freshman coming in.
Maria.
Thank you. I apologize.
That's okay. But yeah, Maria Haley, freshman, I've seen her play. She's a strong goalie for being someone so young. She's got a lot of experience.
The Wildcats goalie, Amari Taylor, sends that forward. It's going to be interrupted there by Merkel and sent forward.
Yes.
Going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, Stone coming up to take a throw in here. Slaters could really use to maybe get one more back.
Get that breathing room back.
Yep.
Ari Pellerin plays it forward. He's going to get it back, sets it out.
Yeah, kind of some miscommunication there between Pellerin and Workman. Pellerin tried to play it to Workman's feet. Workman wasn't quite ready for it.
Nice work there by Rihanna Young for the Wildcats. Brings it out. Now Armstrong's going to get that.
Yep.
It's going to be offside. Yep, out the rebound.
Yep, Slaters pulled up just at the opportune time, and number 10, Mackenzie Vesper, she wasn't ready for it. And then the ball got played to her.
I think she was onside. The ball got deflected.
Yeah, and then
they got played back to her, and she never got back.
Yeah, then the second pass, Yep.
So Audrey Perry will send this one for the...
Good organization, a good read, though, by the Slaters. Vesper's just trying to hang on that last defender and
settled
get that
by
run through.
Pellerin onto the foot of Merkel. Here comes...
this is trouble for them. And there's Leah Kretzler, just tucks it in.
That's the one she was looking for at the other end. Couldn't quite get that left-footed shot to go to the far corner.
It was. They got it. They got her played in again. I know I said this on the last broadcast that I did with her. Right, if she gets her hips even, she has an opportunity to pass the ball wherever she wants to into the net. That ball finished a foot inside of the far post, and it wasn't a blistering shot, but it was a nice firm shot that just so well placed. Absolutely outstanding goal by Leah Kretzler.
Hit it as it needed to be hit.
Right. Again, she has those angles and she can find the net. It's such a gift. It is such a gift, and it doesn't come along very often.
And again, she starts off with her back to the goal, able to get that turn, like you said.
Right. And then is able to roll off and then play. And when she can play downhill again and get her hips square.
And her head up.
Right, and her head up, she is just unbelievable. I don't want to say this. I don't think I've ever seen a Vermont soccer player with the ability to score goals the way she can, and it's amazing to think that she's only a freshman.
Wildcats looking to come back now. Here comes Liberty Bowman. It's going to be brought now by Rihanna Young for the Wildcats. She runs with Maya Stone.
Yeah, Maya Stone, tough defender back there, just dogging her. Perry there in support, playing it away. Plays the ball to Muller. See, Muller kind of ran away from that, didn't touch it first. Number 7, Julia Bowen did a great job there of stepping to that ball for White River Valley to be able to turn it back around. Haley makes a nice decision, lets the ball go over the end line for a goal kick.
I think young Miss Haley probably had a little bit of a lump in her throat as that one, because that was spinning wildly and cutting across in front of her goal. Not sure if that was going to continue to go wide or not. Perry again with the ball forward.
Yeah, Muller does a nice job. Yep, shut her back to the touchline there, able to keep it in.
Seems to be wearing one of those protective headbands.
Yeah, that's always I mean, head injuries are nothing to sneeze at. So, and I mean, I'll say this: I know I concussed myself once playing soccer in PE way back in the day. Just went head to head with somebody. It's a tough game.
Yeah,
it's a tough game.
Oh, last year during one of the boys' games, there was an accident, incident with Asa Young.
Oh, just horrific.
Yep.
Horrific. Yep. But, you know.
Which cost that young man not just his soccer season, senior soccer season, but his indoor track season.
Yep, Kretzler able to turn. She's running at the defense.
Durfee making a nice run.
Making a nice run. Durfee looks to
nice
maybe
job
be
by
offside.
The defenders, yep.
Kretzler did a great job actually not giving it up. And here she goes. Well defended there by number 11, Sarah Rule.
Oh, that came back to Muller, who tried to send it forward. Kretzler still fighting over there. End up being a corner.
Yeah, it looks like this official signaling for a corner. Yeah, he's saying deflection. Slaters are going to get a corner out of that. Rule did a great job to actually stay between Kretzler and goal there, able to block off the angle, and Kretzler couldn't get it back across the face of goal.
Slaters have really had some good threats off their corner kicks today. The one goal that was scored by Muller, and now others which really had good chances. Near post ball.
Oh, the ball snuck through the near post again. Slaters kind of got caught too deep in the penalty area. White River Valley was able to kind of step forward and clean that up. So again, that's what I'm talking about. Like if you have someone at the top of the D or the top of the penalty area when the ball gets in there, it's easier to play forward if you're staying back, right? Meanwhile, White River Valley's coming out and they're able to play it out away.
But again, that threat, Kretzler on that corner kick, put the ball in a great position.
Yeah, it doesn't
for the Slaters to have an opportunity.
Yeah, it doesn't look like White River Valley's trying to attack that ball in the air as much as maybe they could.
Merkel again battling in the midfield. Sent forward.
Yeah, Bowman couldn't chase that down there. Wow, but it's going to stay out. It's going to be a White River Valley throw-in.
Officials today are Randy Dewey there on the far side and Nick Meal here on the near side. Again, a clean game, a good game, very few whistles. Not very many whistles needed at this point.
No. Kids are just out there trying to play.
Swept back for the support there.
Yeah, that's well done. That's a great little combination there, but the Slaters are able to kind of job that up in the middle.
Nice job trapping that down by Olivia Tuller. Letting to get it back.
Yeah,
Armstrong, the distributor.
Yeah, Ruby Little doing a nice job there, just keeping pressure on, not letting Olivia Tuller turn and get facing goal.
Nice touch on the ball there by Ruby Little. But again, Armstrong gets it on her foot, trying to get it up to Rihanna Young.
Yeah, Young just continued to run through. Merkel just, again, keeping her feet moving. She's had a great game in the midfield today. Tuller was able to deflect that out.
And that nice work by Merkel gets the throw in for the Slaters as the ball went off of number 13, Tuller.
Yeah, she knocked it off, Tuller. Maybe a substitute coming in here for the Wildcats.
Julia Bowman's going to go off as Addison Isham comes in.
Nice throwing into the middle there by Tuller.
Workman trying to battle the ball away from Rihanna Young. Going long outside shot there. A little bit of a miss hit from Logan Scott.
Yeah, Haley's first touch. Kind of cleans it up.
Quinn Durfee working hard over on this side.
Yeah. Bella Workman, just a sophomore there in the midfield. She's kind of slight. When she fills out a little bit.
Ball to the middle there by Bowman.
Oh, and a nice save by Haley. Sure.
Nice job by Vesper getting her shoulders and hips turned around. Got a nice shot on goal from her pretty close range.
Yeah, it was pressured. It was pretty well pressured. She got a good shot off. Really kind of only gave up again what the near post is going to be able to give. Is that Bowman down there on the right wing? Got the ball back over into the middle. Muller trying to play it to Merkel. Slaters have some numbers for him going in attack. Again, they're kind of playing a nice wall pass. Merkel has all sorts of space. Oh, I think she could have continued there. I mean, she's trying to feed it to Kretzler, but there were two players running with Kretzler, and Merkel wasn't pressured. I think there was a good opportunity. She maybe could have kept that ball on her foot a little further, made someone make a decision and come out and play her.
Muller doing a nice job trying to keep that ball nice, well defended, but trying to maintain that control. Another Slater throw that goes off Kretzler's head.
Kind of a high boot there, but not called. Merkel does a nice job turning it around.
Oh, nice
Plays
ball.
a nice ball into Muller. Ball kind of squibs a little bit, gives up a goal kick.
Looking a little give and go there with Kretzer in the middle.
Yeah, there was a nice attempt. Yeah, Muller just couldn't get a really nice touch on that, getting it back squared away. The ball just kind of squibbed off her foot and over the end line. Well, there's a short one. Kretzler couldn't quite corral it. She does now. Plays it to Muller.
Nice ball over the top there. Again, in both halves, the Slaters have been able to score in the first 2 or 3 minutes to give themselves. We talked about it. It'd be nice to get one and get that breathing room, so they got that breathing room back.
Yeah, it's always good when you can play at least with a 2-goal lead, right? Like that way, something goofy happens and the game isn't in jeopardy. But you know, a 2-goal lead is also the most dangerous lead because the team who scores the next goal really has all the momentum, and so you're always hoping to maybe get to the 3-goal lead. But a 2-goal lead, you know, if you're the one with the 2-goal lead, it's always dangerous because as soon as you give that one up, the momentum's turned and the game just changes so much.
Not a time to take your foot off the pedal.
No, it is not. And again, like the Slaters, they just have that. This Slater soccer team, they just have such an advantage because they can just score goals going forward.
Perry sends it forward. That's going to be trapped down by Logan Scott for the Wildcats.
Oh,
nice ball forward there. Nice job by
yeah,
Audrey Perry.
Audrey Perry, yep, coming forward off from that goal kick kind of ball, got through the center backs. And
Ada Muller again doing all that work out on the side. Nice ball through there to Quinn Durfee.
Yep. Yeah, she just didn't time her run. She tried to hold up, and then Kretzler played the ball out wide, but she just hadn't held up enough, and it was a good job by the Wildcat back line to hold her
that
off.
up. Yep, they've been doing that all day. They've been playing that smart.
Kind of a miss kick there. Durfee wins the ball back. Not sure if that went out off a... No,
Durfee's going to play it like it was off her.
She kept it in.
Yeah, credit to the Wildcats defensive back line. They've been doing that all day, playing in such a way that it doesn't give the Slaters a chance to get ahead of the ball, playing them on sides really well.
Yep. Not sure what the whole.
We're having a substitute. Looks like Russell's coming back in.
No, I believe that while I.
They want to bring her back in, but they're not going to allow the substitution at this point. I think is what's happening.
Yeah, well, that happened because I believe they called a push on Quinn Durfee down in the corner. It looked like it was going to be a throw-in, but I believe the official just called for a free kick for the Wildcats. So no substitutions are allowed on the free kick. Got to wait until there's a throw-in opportunity.
And the opportunity to make that call on the push was certainly there.
Yeah. Again, Quinn doesn't shy away from contact very much. Now we're going to have those substitutes.
Sophia Russell's going to come back in.
Yeah, for the Slaters, it's going to be Abby Young and Allie Peterson coming back in too. Again for Durfee and Muller up top on those wings. Yep. Yeah, Murray Haley did a nice job.
Yep, had to handle the ball a close on shot.
Yep.
Well struck. She did a nice job, not just stopping it, but securing it.
Yeah, no, she
didn't give the ball up at all.
She looked very calm. There's Kretzler coming back. Gave herself a tough angle.
Looking for that. She had Merkel coming down through the center slot, looking to cut that back.
Yeah, and then the White River Valley defense just said, let's play for another day. They cleared it out over the end line for a corner. Yep. Ball got, nice skip head by Peterson. On the far post is Young.
Bounced on the crossbar for a second.
It did. It hit the top of the frame. Bounced right up. Young was on the far post, but that was well defended there by Teller 13 for White River Valley to keep Young from knocking it in at the far post.
Great job from Peterson to get down and get their head on that ball.
Yeah, just sent a little skip head and got it across the face of goal. Yeah, it's going to be a Slater's throw in here.
This game has seemed to ebb back and forth. You know, the Slaters got the early goal and then had a lot of pressure, continued to hold that pressure, a lot of possession passes. Then White River Valley came back and seemed to have a lot of the possession. Now the Slaters again with another quick goal.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great job there by Brannick. You know, number 10, Mackenzie Vesper for the Wildcats, a senior. You know, she got strong on Brannick, but Brannick made a nice job to just keep her in front and then took the ball off her foot and turned it around the other way. You can tell, again, those experienced seniors like that down there. Vesper did a nice job, knew she had a player on her back. Looks like Brielle Woods is coming back into the game for the Slaters. And
so
Ruby,
that'll switch things back around.
Yeah,
Maya Stone comes back to his normal right side.
Yeah, and Ruby
Brannick
Little's going to go
goes
off.
left side.
She did a nice job.
Solid job from the freshman, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
Stone and Vesper battle for the ball right here near the post.
Again, Vesper strong player.
And again, she and Armstrong, Coach Prestridge talked about the chemistry the two of them have. Yep. Armstrong and Vesper.
Pellerin does a nice job right there, getting a turn and just spinning that back around.
Just always on the ball, always aggressive on the ball. Really nice work from Ari Pellerin. Abby Young can't quite get that touch to stay in touch, or out of touch, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was
that confuses me.
It's all right. It was a tough pass to be able to handle. She did a good job just trying to deflect it and keep it going down the flank. Merkel, though, again, just a little miscommunication. Merkel did a good job getting a turn, trying to play the ball back to Pellerin.
So the Wildcats throw in. That's going to be settled by Audrey Perry. Comes back to Rihanna Young.
Yeah, kind of a loose
little bit of miss hit.
Yeah, loose touch there by Young. Slater's going forward. Yeah, that ball just got played out ahead of Kretzler a bit. Slater's just trying to run that stuff through her.
Again by Pellerin. Nice touch.
You got to touch it first. Oh. I think Young was thinking that is that number 20?
No, White was going to get the touch.
Yeah, the number 21. I think that's Peyton Woods. I think she was going to, or 22, excuse me, Anna Stone. She was going to get that touch. And then the ball just kind of ran through.
Bella Workman steps in for the Slaters. Young pestering Young here on the near sideline. Maya Stone's going to chase that down. She and Vesper battle as they've been battling all day. Kretzer gets the touch. Abby Young. Nice job by Logan Scott to recover that ball for the Wildcats. Gets it onto Armstrong's foot.
Yeah, again, another
nice little give and go.
Yeah, another senior for the Wildcats. That's a great touch there by Armstrong.
Oh, that's a nice.
Oh,
hit
the ball's
post.
off the post. Great chance there by the Wildcats. Right, number 12, Cassie Armstrong got the ball, pulled it over, got it onto her right foot, cut it back, hit the post.
Nice shot right on the ground, hit the post.
Yep.
Nice job by Russell to try to get that one. I don't think she was going to get it though.
No.
Here comes Allie Peterson up the right-hand side, or left-hand side for the Slaters. It's going to be turned back. Workman steps into it at midfield. Sent forward by Julia Bowen for the Wildcats. Brannick sends it back the other way for the Slaters. Peterson chips it forward looking for Kretzer. Can't quite find her. Nice touch by Brand. Can get herself some space. And playing a little ping pong.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bodies stacked on that side of the pitch right now. This right-hand side of the pitch is wide open if the Slaters can switch the field, or if the Wildcats can switch the field and bring it back to their left.
Nearing the halfway point of the second half. Here comes Allie Peterson.
Gets by.
Nice little cross.
Yep, the
That'll
ball
be handled by Taylor with no problem.
That's one of those ones where you just need to keep it out away from the goalie. That they're the most dangerous player. Right idea, just ball a little too close to the goalie.
Yeah, I talked with Coach Prestridge before the game. I said, what are you expecting? And she said this was going to be a nice matchup between these two teams. Pretty similar, except for the senior experience of the Wildcats. But I think you can say at this point that the Slaters, even though they don't have the senior class, they do have the experience with Maya Stone, Audrey Perry.
Yeah, and then again, let's not forget
And
Leah Kretzler,
yep.
who plays like she's a senior.
Yep. But again, many of the freshmen are playing really, Brannick plays as solid as you'll see anybody play in defense.
A lot of experience for these young Slaters. It's only going to bode well the more games they play. Oh, kind of a missed touch there by Brannick. She gives up a foul. Gonna be a free kick from about 35 yards out over on the right-hand side. Looks like White River Valley's trying to load up a couple of players on the far post.
Chips it in over the wall. That's off a Wildcat head first and then bounced around a little bit.
Yep.
This is going to be Armstrong stepping in. Audrey Perry looks to clear that. Can't.
Yep. Bella Workman doing yeoman's work there, trying to sweep it away.
Nice job coming back from the midfield to help with that defense.
Yep. And the Slaters win a goal kick, so ball deflected out by the Wildcats.
Muller's going to check back in for Allie Peterson. And Audrey Perry will take the free kick for the Slaters. Just under the midway point here of the second half. Slaters up 3-1. Quick goal in the first half. Quick goal in the second half.
Yeah, like we said, the game's kind of been back and forth. It's been fairly evenly played. I think the shots should be 11 for the Slaters. I think it was 10 at the half, and then the Slaters obviously got one on that last goal. But shots are fairly even right now, listed on the scoreboard as 10-7 unofficially. Here's Kretzler running at the defense. This is trouble.
Steps around two defenders.
This is trouble. Again, she's just running and striding away from people, and then slides it again in about a foot inside of that far post.
Running full speed, left foot. I don't know what her natural foot is, but I don't know if it matters. Just beautiful. The strike that needs to be made.
Again,
not overstriking it.
It's not ripping the back of the net open. It's a good firm shot, and she passes it into the side netting. Unbelievable how composed she is when she sees the goal.
And that was a close to 30-yard run with the ball on her foot.
Yeah.
Beat two defenders.
She did, and then she strides by. So, I mean, we can talk about her skill with the ball on her foot, but athletically, right, she ran by those defenders.
Yes.
Right, again, and let's...
With the ball.
With the ball, right? And again, she's only a freshman. It's just remarkable the combination of athleticism and skill that she has.
Abby Young now on the slide for the Slaters. Looks to get by and does get by Anna Stone on a nice touch on the sideline.
The Slaters are attacking 2-on-5 here, and they actually are going to end up probably with a pretty good chance.
Nice
They get the ball to
Kretzer.
Kretzler's feet. Right, and she ends
that
up...
would have been inside that near post if that wasn't blocked.
Right, so
a nice job by Sarah Rule.
So if you look, Muller ended up at the far post, but it was kind of a late run for her. That was a 2-on-5 attack. The Slaters were attacking that way, and they turned it into a pretty good chance. They end up winning a corner out of it. See if the Slaters can knock something else in here to extend this lead.
Right on the spot again.
Ada Muller, the ball falls to her right in front of net. Oh,
Couldn't quite settle it to get a good shot off. Did get a weak left-footed shot off that went wide of the net.
Yep.
Ari Pellerin sends it back in. That's
Yeah.
going to be on the foot of Abby Young, but by her.
Oh, and they pass it
Kretzler's
right
gonna
out to
settle it.
Kretzler,
Oof.
who just tries to sneak it into the near post.
Hits on the outside of the post.
Yeah. Yeah. There was
That would have been too pretty to be real if that had gone in.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there. I think it was Workman and Merkel who both had the ball fall to them, and they miscommunicated or didn't communicate, where one of them could have come on and put something on goal. They both kind of stopped there. There was an opportunity for someone to get one back on frame, or at least put it back in front of net.
All of a sudden, a lot of pressure being applied by the Slaters, even if it is 2-on-5, but a lot of pressure being put on by the Slaters.
Well,
at this
you know,
point.
so that when they won that 2-on-5, it was in transition. Right now, when they can get bodies down there, they can try to lock it in. Slaters are still now organized, right? Look at it. They've got 4 players behind the ball right now. Again, today they're doing a much better job than against Woodstock of being able to play to feet and then just get it to Ada Muller, or excuse me, to Leah Kretzler, who is in again, and just tucks it in.
Okay, that time she beat 4 defenders. Perfect trap. Ball came in from Muller on the wing. Perfect chest trap right to her feet. Turns and beats 3 defenders, and then places it again. Perfect pass into the side netting.
Right, so you can say right foot, left foot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which is her natural foot, but she's just so skilled. That athleticism to beat those players, and then just to be able to finish
The poise.
like that. Unbelievable. If I'm correct, that may be 69 goals
As a freshman.
as a freshman.
With 2 games left in the regular season.
Right, unbelievable. And I mean, like, again, the Slaters have a big test coming up against Windsor this week. Windsor's, again, still undefeated. The Slaters are a strong club. The Windsor graduated a number of players off from that team last year, but they're still, right now, they're looking to be the #1 seed in Division III, and they're still going to be very strong.
Coach Perry's taken Leah Kretzler off. Yakira Young is now in, playing that center striker position for the Slaters.
Yep.
Nice ball by, was that Workman? Sent that ball, deflected it back in, and
Yeah, I think number 23, Logan Scott, tried to clear it out, and the ball just played off from Workman, ended up going over for a goal kick. But yeah, so that'll be a big game for the Slaters coming up this week.
so they had the 9-game win streak. They lost to Division I Brat, who should be the Southern Vermont Class A champion for the regular season. Top team in Southern Vermont in Division I. And then 2 more wins since then. And it's as amazing as it is to watch Kretzler score goals, it's not a one-man show.
No, they're a solid team. I mean, I think, again, like when you want to talk about the Slaters going to have a free kick here, it looks like Audrey Perry's lining up. I think this may end up going over to the far post. Oh, I think she mishit it a bit. Yeah,
Yep.
mishit it a little bit. But Slaters are queuing up.
Chunked it a bit. I know that feeling.
Yeah, me all too well. But no, that's a big game. It looks like the Slaters are playing at Windsor on Monday the 13th. So no, it's a quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround
For the Slaters, which may be one of the reasons why Coach Perry's subbing some bodies on and off to try to keep them fresh for Monday. I do know it's also it's a tough thing when you go Saturday to Monday about what do you want to do. Like, is that Yakira Young winning? She won the ball down in there. Just turned it around and deflected over the end for a goal kick.
Another Slater substitution for Muller. I'm seeing 24 on the field, but I don't see 24 on my roster.
I believe that's Maria Haley.
Oh, so she just, okay.
I believe that's, it looks like Maria Haley from here. Yeah, that's definitely Maria.
So she got to do her stint in the goal.
Yep. But, you know, it's a tough thing when you talk about when you have to play Saturday and then play on Monday, you know, whether you want to practice Sunday or not. But I'm not sure what Coach Perry's plans are. You would have had to take in a different day off during the week.
And it's a beautiful day for you and I here in the field, up here in the booth, but it's warm for an October day.
Yeah.
A good physical game. This has been an up and down game. And so they're going to have to do some recovery tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully the kids can get some rest. And again, like, I'm really hoping that some of the substitutions that we maybe wouldn't have expected maybe a little preemptive. Oh, the ball gets deflected.
That's Armstrong just really fighting for the ball, looking to get that. Deflection comes in, handled really well by Russell.
Yeah, so like I say, hopefully, you know, the Slaters can get some rest on Sunday and turn around. And it's a long and arduous bus ride to Windsor, and God bless them for trying to get through Woodstock on their way on Monday. This time of year, getting through Woodstock is not enjoyable, but it's not necessarily the best bus ride. But I'm sure the Slaters are going to be looking forward to maybe exacting a little revenge on the. You know what I mean? On the
knocked them out of the playoffs last year.
Jacks. Yeah, that was a tough game down there for them. And again, I'm saying this, like, they graduated a couple of terrific players. Audrey Roop was outstanding, just a tremendous soccer player, just so athletic. They graduated Sophia Rockwood, Windsor did. They were a tough team last year. Obviously, they're undefeated this year. But again, like, I think there's a little more youth involved in Windsor, kind of looking like Fairhaven.
Whoa.
Oh,
bodies clashing together there.
Big collision there between.
That was number
Merkel.
23, Logan and Logan Scott and
Merkel. Yeah.
Ella Merkel. Everybody seems to be okay.
Yep.
Just a crash in the course of play, I think, is all that was.
Yep. Play on.
Here comes Leah Kretzer back for the Slaters. Yakira Young goes to the bench. Miss hit there from Scott. It's going to be gathered by Maya Stone.
Oh, that was good communication there by Pellerin telling Stone to take the ball.
And she dropped back.
Yep, she did. Good communication. That's what you have to do. One person to the ball, one person recover for the player going forward.
Nice job by Brannick to get some open space there.
Kretzler running at their back line, the Wildcat back line. Quinn
Scott
Durfee,
Merkel coming right down the middle, wide
making
open.
a run.
Oh, nice ball. Nice job.
Yeah, well
stayed in position.
Yeah.
Sarah ruled, stayed in position, stayed square, didn't commit to anything.
Yep. Did a really nice job of staying where she needed to and taking that crossway. Oh, now.
There's a nice ball forward from Armstrong up to
Bowman. I think that's Bowman.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a shot again by Mackenzie Vesper. Just goes over the top.
Happily takes the 3 for the field goal. I hate to break it to her. So just over 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Slater's up 5-1.
Yep.
Goals from the first goal came from
Ellie Merkel.
And then it's been Kretzer, and Kretzer, I do believe.
No. Oh my gosh, who got the other goal?
I need to be better taking notes, Kreger.
Yeah, so should I. No, the second goal wasn't by Kretzler for sure. I believe she just has 3 today.
Trying to picture. It came off the corner.
Oh, Ada Muller.
Ah, yeah.
Ada Muller
has played a great game.
Yep, Ada Muller was the one with the second goal. Shaylee Weston checking in, number 25 or 22 for the Slaters, sophomore. Bella Wortman getting a breather here. See, she just moved to that ball, changed the direction.
Nice job by Muller, looking to cross it now.
Oh,
gets it on.
Kretzler.
Chip shot to the near post, just misses the near post.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of space to be able to tuck that in, but again, a nice shot. Good chance for the Slaters.
Nice job carrying the ball by Muller, looking with her head up. Nice touch, nice weight on the pass.
Yeah, no, great combination to get forward, and then again, just why not give it to Leah Kretzler?
Why not? Amari Taylor sends it forward for the Wildcats. Going to be trapped in the midfield by Aria Pellerin. One touch out to Workman. Kretzer gets it back on her foot, tries to go back, a little give and go.
Oh,
that's Yakira Young. Yep,
Yakira Young. Long, yep.
Nice job chasing that
Quinn
down
Durfee.
by Quinn Durfee.
Yep.
It's going to end up square to the goal. Nice job.
Digs it out of there.
Boy, beautiful center pass. unfortunately nobody home. That was a
Yep.
perfect center pass.
Yep, some of the Slater substitutes in.
It's going to go out over the end line. That'll be a goal kick now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, again, Coach Perry emptying her bench a little bit, trying to keep some legs fresh. Again, big game on Monday versus the Wasps, or the Yellow Jackets, excuse me.
Mark Taylor plays it short over here in the corner.
Yep.
To Anna Stone.
Ball played to
It's gonna be
Muller.
checked
trying
into
to- yep,
Muller.
Yep, she tried to play it back to Kretzler. The ball just a little too firm, a little too much out in front.
I think if you look at the score and see 5-1, you think this has been an uneven game. I'd say it's been a very even game, except for the X factor.
Yeah, and again, like when you can finish the way that she can, it's just unreal. It's so difficult to find that. We don't find it a lot here in Vermont. But it's just such a difference maker again when you can put the ball in the net. It's the hardest skill.
Watching Cassie Armstrong take that throw, reminded this is their senior game. This is their final regular season game for the Wildcats. And again, 12 seniors. Ella Laframboy.
Laframboys, yeah.
Yep. Julia Bowen, Mackenzie Vesper, Sarah Rule, Cassie Armstrong, Olivia Tuller, Amari Taylor, the goalie, Addison Isham, Izzy Barnaby, Logan Scott, who's been all over the field, it seems like, for the Wildcats today, Aubrey McKenzie, and Rihanna Young. I think they've got themselves in a position to make a fair run.
Yeah, they can. Again, if you look at it, they're going to be in Division III if they can stay away from Windsor like everybody else, right? Like that's. I know Coach Perry said earlier in the week they could end up anywhere from 1 to 6. So she was not sure where they were going to end up. It's wide open again. Like it's actually a really big game for seeding that game Monday for Windsor. Because I think if it works out the way it is, if the Slaters win out, I think there's an outside shot for them to actually jump ahead. They could get to the one and pull Windsor down just by that one win.
Yep.
By that one win. And again, like while the Slaters have 3 losses, right? They're playing up a lot. They're getting some of those right. They have that upcoming game right there at Mount Anthony on Thursday for their final regular season game. Right, so that's a 6-point game. Again, like Slater's playing that tough schedule. Those index points add up.
And you talked about that with your schedule. We talk about it here. It seems to be pretty much part of the ethos here at Fairhaven. I know Kyle Wilson, the value he puts on playing that tough regular season and playing up against those teams, and how well that sits at his girls basketball program for the postseason. You get better by playing better people.
You are, but sometimes you end up with a worse seed. I'm going to say that, right? That's kind of the boat that we're in. Again, like as a field hockey team, we're going to play teams who are going to be really, really strong.
Nice touch here by Yakira Long.
Yep, Yakira Long dribbling it in.
A little heavy on that last touch.
Yep.
But a nice job to win the ball. Here comes Quinn Durfee back to battle for it.
Yep. Again,
she and Armstrong have been going at it all day.
Yeah, again, Long, another freshman, right? Like, had a nice run going forward, just couldn't get off a quality shot.
Oh, here's a nice
ball.
ball
Played into Vesper, but who's there to clean it up?
Closing on that, Audrey Perry.
Audrey Perry, right? And then you see Maya Stone come back and be the one to pressure the ball. Leaving Perry back there to just play support defense. And very organized and very well thought out and very methodic. Here we are. We have some more substitutes. Under 5 minutes, they stopped the clock for all substitutes. So,
Allie Peterson back in for the Slaters. Nice job by Yakira Long.
Yeah. No, she attacked going down that left-hand flank a couple of times, like I say, and had one on that last possession where she just couldn't get a shot off.
And the value of getting, as you head into the playoffs, no matter which sport it is, the value of getting kids playing experience.
Yeah, because you never know, right?
Yep.
Next player up. That's just the way you have to play. That's a nice pass. Yeah, that was a nice pass. Yeah, it was. Found Durfee, who kind of had a loose touch.
Gets a chance to regather it.
Yep.
Now she's going to look to carry.
Yep.
Gets her head up again. Nice job by the defense by not running back and making not giving Kretzer the chance to go by.
Kretzler just won that herself.
Continues, and that's going to, he's going to call that out.
Yeah, Kretzler just didn't have enough room there. Peterson was kind of collecting herself on the far post. If she could have kept that in, that ball I think was going to go across the net, and she had a nice opportunity to find Allie Peterson on the far post.
But again, solid job by that defensive line, coordinating, communicating, setting up the line so that Kretzer didn't get a chance to get ahead.
Yeah. No, once they got back there, again, like they're doing a good job. I think some of it really is when Kretzler's running at you directly. She's just just so strong.
Oh, and successive goals. She split 2 defenders, then she split 3 defenders.
Right, and on that one, they were able to cut the angle off to start with and just kind of show her the end line.
Heading now with less than 3 minutes to go here in the game. And again, the score is not reflective of how well the Wildcats have played. Just Fairhaven, again, a very strong unit from front to the back.
Yeah, I think if you want to talk about it, and again, you say the X factor. It's the quality of finishing that happens, right? And again, like Fairhaven's they've gotten quality finishes from Kretzler, who's gotten herself in front of net when she can, using her athleticism. Right? And White River Valley on the 1 goal that they got, and they've had a couple of other decent opportunities, right? But Fairhaven has stayed behind the ball. Right, the 1 goal they got was off from that corner that they couldn't clear their lines on, and they were just able to play it back over the top. But again, like to beat Fairhaven, like I said, if you want to play at their back line, that's kind of playing into Fairhaven's strength per se. You need to be able to make some combination passes and be able to pass around them to be able to get some, maybe some easier finishes where you're not looking at Audrey Perry or Brielle Wood standing in front of you or being shoulder to shoulder when you're trying to finish.
Abby Young checks back in for Coach Perry. We're just under 2 minutes to go left in the ball game here.
Yep. Slaters win another throw in. Maybe it's a free kick. Yeah, it looks like the Slaters won a free. Yeah, they got a free kick.
Audrey Perry sends it forward again. Kretzer gets ahead on it, tips it out to Peterson. Peterson makes the turn. She's going to get by Macy Allen.
Just continues to go forward. I'm so impressed by her ability just to continue to go forward. Wins the Slaters a corner.
And ends up putting a great cross that has to be defended and deflected out of bounds by the Wildcats to set up another corner.
Again, there's something to be said for just, again, continuing to go forward and keep pressing the back line.
Brianna Wood steps up again. They play it short.
Yeah, they're running that little short corner, that little 2-person game. Wow. I think that's what they were looking for on that short corner. Right?
Got it back on Kretzer's foot. Kretzer drives to the middle, just about to the top of the D, and drives it into the top right-hand corner.
And again, what I'm asking, and you asked it earlier, which foot is her strong foot? That was her right foot.
Yep.
Right? She's made 2 quality left foot finishes. She's made 2 quality right foot finishes. That one is special. She just places it into the top far corner.
Nobody's stopping that. Poor Amari Taylor is going to, gets his 6th spot hung on her, but
unbelievable. And again, I think to your point, again, that's the difference. Fairhaven has a difference maker who can put the ball in the net. And it's just, it's a luxury that teams don't, it's a luxury that great teams don't have. Fairhaven's really fortunate to have someone who's just that strong at being able to put it in the net.
And again, I'm going to repeat myself, not a one-man show.
No, again, right? Like, so Fairhaven gave up that 1 goal today. Again, I'm going to talk about it. It came off from, a not cleared out corner, and the ball got played in over the top, right? It was a nice goal by White River Valley. But as Fairhaven gives themselves more chances and more chances, going at net, they're going to convert more than what their opponents are just because of the quality of players they have going forward. But again, why are they not giving up chances on the other end? Because of the solid back line.
Solid back line.
Right, the way they play and the work that was done in the midfield. Let's not undersell that, right? Like Ellie Merkel today and Ari Pellerin and Bella Workman played terrific in the midfield today. right? And they won a lot of balls and redirected things, and they kept the ball away from the back line. And again, so when you're trying to attack, now White River Valley saying, oh my gosh, we can finally see the net, we may have to shoot, and they're shooting from distance. You know, and again, the Slaters, they're in a good spot right now. Again, huge game Monday as they go to Windsor. Best of luck to them. I really hope they play well. I wish we could go see it. I'm going to be at practice.
Because you got business to take care of yourself.
Yeah, on Tuesday we're going to play Rutland, so that's something that we're definitely looking forward to. Again, our senior day, I want to give a nice shout out to our seniors and recognize them. So, but wow, what a great win for the Slaters today. Again, that was no pushover. That was a
Against
team that
a good team.
won 7 in a row.
Yep,
Correct?
against a good team.
Right, they'd won 7 in a row.
9-4 overall, 7-game win streak. You could see why. The Crossman and Vesper and
yeah, and Armstrong.
and yep.
Yeah, and Armstrong. Yeah, no, they were a strong team, but again, right, playing up against Fairhaven's back line, who's very organized, playing the way they do, and then again when the Slaters want to go forward, and again I can't undersell the work that was done in the midfield by that Fairhaven trio of Ellie Merkel, Bella Workman, and
from the beginning.
Yeah, right.
So another nice win, 6-1 final score for the Slaters.
Yeah, Ari Pellerin was the last one I was thinking of. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure we called her out too because she did. They played a terrific game today.
Speaking of calling out folks for a terrific game, Walt Ripley, as always at the controls. Thank you, Walter. Probably not the best way you wanted to spend your Saturday, but thank you. This is great. This is a great service I think we're doing. I'm glad to be part of it. Krager, I'm glad you're a part of it. Maybe we can do it again if the girls get a playoff game or two.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Eric Ramey set this up. Does a great job. I think it's a nice service for the community. Hopefully the folks enjoyed hearing our call. I'm Jack Adams. He's Craig Pettis, and we hope you enjoyed the game.
Have a great day. Thank you.